Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gunner Fan TV. How's everybody doing? Here we go. Another Arsenal win. Atletico Madrid defeat, guys. Listen, we're enjoying where we are right now. We're enjoying what we're doing as a club and as fans and supporters. We should go ahead and support our team and just enjoy what's been happening right now because listen, it's a wonderful time to be an Arsenal fan. All right. We won this weekend. Sometimes it doesn't matter how you win. Sometimes you just need to win, as it regards to, getting these wins and performing as such. Now let's look and take a deep dive into the game this week. Uh, Atletico Madrid came to the Emirates, came to the Arsenal Stadium, as they call it, when we're playing Champions League games, and we had expected something more from the Athletic team, but unfortunately, they were not able to deliver. And Arsenal came out with the win. It was a dodgy first half. It didn't look like we were going to really do much in that first half. We did not look threatening. But in the second half, give credit to Arteta. He came out and he performed a masterclass. And let's give that to the manager because we don't often give him his flowers. So let's do that today. But let's look right into it right now. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about players and their performances. Um, uh, as I said in the first half, man, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot to really look at it and analyze because it looked dodgy to begin with. All right. So let me just share my screen here real quick with you guys and show you what I'm talking about as it relates to player ratings. All right. But it was something to really look at, right? It wasn't a pretty game in the first half. It wasn't see this stage. Here we go. 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 That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Are we getting that in focus there? There we go. All right. Guys should be able to see my screen. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's start with David Raya in goal. David Raya almost cost us the first goal, right? He he got the ball and he took some extra touches, got him close to the corner flag, and then he was trying to nutmeg the player and got caught with the ball at his feet. But thankfully it didn't cost us a goal. It was his day. Thank God for that. And it didn't cost us a goal. But with that, I'll give him 7.8 because he did keep a clean sheet, no goals conceded, and he did come out and did very well when it came to crosses and his distribution was also okay. But David Raya needs to be careful when it comes to stuff like that. He is known for those silly mistakes, and he just needs to tighten up his game. Jurrien Timber, guys. Jurrien Timber is honestly, and I've heard a lot of Arsenal fans they're saying this that Jurrien Timber possibly is one of the best right backs in the world currently. Um, Great going forward. Sorry, correction. Great defending. Great defending. However, he still needs to do more going forward. And I saw that in this game. I saw that in this game where he was actually taking the ball, dribbling, taking on players, creating opportunities, making passes. And that's what we want to see from Jurien if he's going to improve both spectrums of his game. And I think he did fairly well in that department. So we'll give him a 7.6. William Saliba. Again, William Saliba had a physical battle with Alexander Sorloth throughout the game, did very well. And I think he came out on top as it pertains to those battles. So we're going to give him a 7.1 clean sheet. But I think the outstanding player throughout this defense was Gabriel Magalhaes, 8.5 goal and assist, clean sheet. You can't ask more. You cannot ask for more from the Brazilian in this game, people. And he showed us exactly why he's one of the best defenders in the world. And left back, my Lewis Skelly, my Lewis Robino, Miles Lewis Skelly, people. They should call him Skelandino with that dribble. I'm telling you, bro. Yo, he took the ball from somewhere maybe over his half, right? or maybe in the center circle, if I remember correctly. But he took on a couple of players, man. He was unstoppable, and he made a great pass to Martinelli, and Martinelli, what a finish for that, man. We 8.2. Um, if you're gonna talk about his overall game, I mean, he was solid, but that moment of brilliance by Miles Lewis Skelly kind of summed up, you know, him as a young talent, right? Was less of a chaos agent than and Ricardo Cafelio Calafiori. What the hell was that? But it's proven, right? He's proven that even though he doesn't have that stature as Calafiori and he hasn't been starting these, all these games, but he did well. I'm saying he did very well at the end of the day. Bro, Martin Zubimende, bro. Martin Zubimende. Listen, what a baller, bro. What a baller. Kept things ticking. What I'm saying? Even though I got a third yellow card, he's going to miss the next game, but at least it's early, bro. It's early, so we could afford that. What I'm saying? So that's not too bad. We have a lot of players that we could bring into that position to cover down. Marina could come in if needs be. So it's not too much of an issue losing him early, and we rather lose him early than deep into the competition where we can't afford to lose him. Declan Rice, man. Martin Zubimendi a 7.9. We give Martin Zubimendi a 7.9. We're also going to give Declan Rice a 7.9. Yo, Rice against Pablo Barrios, bro, was one of the most interesting duels of the match. Let me tell you, the English midfielder, one of the best English midfielders by far, right? That delivery, bro, that delivery is world class. And we never seen that from Declan Rice throughout his career until he came to Arsenal. To be honest, nobody knew he was such a great deliverer of the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's a doctor delivering balls from. Yo, pause, bro. That was wild. That was wild, bro. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. He delivering the ball, bro. I'm telling you, second to none, bro. Eberici is, I don't know, Eze struggled to have a massive impact in the game in the midfield, but he tried to create danger in the first half. He was hooked in the second half, but I think he just needs to step up his game a little bit more. Coming from Crystal Palace, he may think that, listen, I was the man there, I'm not the man here. He's still in that honeymoon phase, and he just needs to step out of it and be like, yo, I'm here. I need to perform. I need to lock down this position. You know what I'm saying? Bakayo at 7.1. Let's give Eberici as a 7.1. Bakayo Saka, I give him a solid 7.5. Got the better of Hanko earlier in the first half, but kind of lacked end product in the first half. Most play in the 45 minutes went through Saka. But there was an instant in the second half where he could have passed that ball, I think, to Marino, and it got a bit selfish there. I didn't really like that. I didn't really like that about Saka and him not passing the ball. And I was screaming at my television and said, yo, pass the ball, bro. This is not you. This is not how you play. Stop becoming a selfish player and stop thinking everything is about you. But he's a star boy. We're going to give him that. I'm going to let him off because he is a very, very talented player and a very, very important player for Arsenal. But I need him to get back grounded, bro. You need to come down a little bit, come back down to earth and get grounded, bro. Victor Gyokeres. Let's go. 9, bro. 9. His goals won't end up on a highlight reel, but he needed to score, bro. After blanking, 8 games not scoring, he worked so hard in every single game, and it continued throughout this game, and he was rewarded, bro. So it doesn't matter how it comes. Pause again. A goal is a goal. We'll take it. He needs that, and that's going to boost his confidence, bro. Gabriel Martinelli, bro. I give him an 8.2. Another strong performance, bro. What's that? 3 and 3, bro. He scored in 3 Champions League games so far. Martinelli, big up yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Another strong performance from him early in the season, especially in the Champions League, bro. And we'll take that. We just need to see that consistency, bro. We need to see that continue throughout the season. Mikel Arteta, bro, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? He definitely executed this to the T, bro. You know what I'm saying? Simeone had no answers in the second half. right? And that's what we want to see, the consistency, grinding out the wins. Going into this weekend playing Crystal Palace, that's exactly what we want to see from our Arsenal. We want to leave Liverpool behind. And a lot of people are worrying about Liverpool, but that's not the team that we should be worrying about. We should be worrying about Manchester City. Manchester City is quietly doing their business, and that's a team that we need to worry about because they will sneak up on us like seasons past, right? And they will run away with it. And we need to pay attention to them. I was never worried about Liverpool, if I'm going to be honest. I've always been worried about Manchester City, bro, right? Because Pep Guardiola is a proper manager, bro. He knows how to manage a team, he knows how to manage players, and he knows how to win titles, bro. All right, so let's get it right. All right, so we have to keep on winning. Crystal Palace is going to be a tricky one this weekend, but nevertheless, we need to win the rest of the games coming up. Every single thing that comes our way, we just need to dismantle and get 3 points and keep winning. And that's it, bro. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Listen, let's continue to support the boys. Let's continue to support the team. And this weekend, let's show our support, come out with a positive attitude, and get these 3 points, bro. Listen, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Listen, on your way out, please like, subscribe, comment on the video, tell your boy how he's doing, show your boy some love. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.